Let's begin with the famous Otoge mantra that ousted the Saraki dynasty from power in the state. The APC recorded massive victory in Kwara State in 2019 following the Otoge struggle. Do you think your party can repeat the 2019 feat in the coming elections?
Okay, yes. Starting from the Otoge mantra of the 2019 election, the Otoge mantra was born out of people being tired of the administration of PDP, and there was no infrastructural development, huge infrastructural deficits in the state. Workers' salaries were unpaid. We have some of our intervention funds diverted for personal gains. These were some of the reasons why the people said Otoge to the previous administration. And after Otoge was said, they voted massively for the present administration, that's the APC administration under the leadership of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. Now that we have gone through Otoge and we've tried to put in place things that the previous government could not achieve, and the people are still saying, haven't seen how well we have worked and how well we have improved the lives of people in Kwara. The people are now saying Maashilo. So our present mantra for the 2023 general election is Maashilo. And this martial law is born out of the need and the yearnings of the people, having seen what we have done, what we have achieved in the last 3.5 years, and they see that we can still do more. So the people are definitely calling us again to continue with the good works of the present administration of APC under the leadership of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, which is why we're here. Just as we've achieved the feat excellently in 2019, we're certainly going to do better in the 2023 general elections.
Yes, but many analysts say the APC has become disunited as many politicians have moved out of the party. How possible will it be for the APC to repeat the feat with this?
Okay, yes, some people left the party. Some few numbers of people who do not even have the backings of the grassroots with them. So you see these people. Now let us take a look at the recent concluded rally, the presidential rally that was held in Kwara State on the 17th of January. Despite the fact that there's a lot of allegations or speculations that people had left the party, it was not felt at all. We actually pulled a crowd that was way much more than what was pulled in 2019. This is a government of the people. It is not about some few. It is not about few individuals that are not happy about the progress of Kwara and Kwarans. This is about the people being happy with what the present administration is doing across every sector, and they are feeling the impact of government directly. And having been feeling the impact of government directly, we are really people-centered. Our administration is people-centered. The people are the core of our mandate, and we intend to serve the people. That is why Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, the governor of Kwara State, is being known as a servant leader. He's here to serve the people, and that is what he's doing. And we're so concerned about the people, and that's our focus. Whoever leaves the party should be known not to be so concerned about the progress of Kwarans, but probably the progress of his personal interest, not the progress of Kwara. So if anybody is really concerned about the progress of Kwara and the progress of Kwarans, they will definitely stand with the leadership of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak under the auspice of APC. So we are really not going to, whether some people left or not, we know we have the people, and the people are the ones calling for us to continue with the good works that we've started since 2019, and that is what we will do. We will continue, we will keep consolidating on infrastructural development, keep moving, keep opening new projects, new innovations, new ideas that will not only create job opportunities, that will also attract foreign direct investment, and that will also create jobs for every member of Kwara.
All right. Earlier, I know you said it is now a martial law, but we hear people now say Osuwu, which is we are tired. I'm asking, how possible is it for the governor to get re-elected?
Okay, so that's very funny. So when people are saying Osuwu, those that are saying Osuwu, we've come to find out that they're just finding it very hard to comprehend on the achievements of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. This is something they could not achieve within all through their 16 years in power. They could not achieve any of the things that Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, Executive Governor of Kwara State, has achieved within 3.5 years. Now that they are seeing this, for their small-mindedness, it is very difficult for them to comprehend. And it's because they cannot comprehend. That is why they are chanting Osuwu. And because they're saying Osuwu, Osuwu is they could not actually fathom how His Excellency Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak will be able to provide roads across all the 16 local governments, will be able to construct classrooms, renovate classrooms, rehabilitate existing classrooms across the 193 wards in Kwara State, and he was able to pay the counterpart fund of 7.1 billion naira to also access another 7.1 billion naira from UBEC. Despite that, he's paying salaries of every worker in Kwara State. When he came in, they could not even pay 100% salary. Since he came on board, he has been paying 100% salary steadily, and not just salary, an original minimum wage, 30,000 minimum wage salary. Do not forget that when we came in, it was supposed to be on 18,000. Unfortunately, the salary scale we met was far, far below 18,000. Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, came on board, looked at this salary scale, took it to the original 18,000, moved it further to the original 30,000. And these people have been getting their salaries. So when you look at people chanting Osuwu, you would know that it is just for their own personal gains, not for the interest of Kwarans, not for the interest of the children that will still be born in Kwara. If you look at our activities and our investment in teachers' welfare, not only in salaries, we talk about equipping them with the right pedagogical skills. We have a Kwara Learn program that we're doing in the state that is equipping teachers with the right 21st century education techniques. When you look at all of these things, these people could not achieve it within 16 years. When you cannot achieve something as much as this within 16 years, and someone was able to do it within 3.5 years, what would you expect them to do? They are just lost. They could not fathom how he can achieve this much. How he was able to achieve this much, and he has not owed 1 month's salary, neither percentage. He has not done any of that. He's fulfilling his mandate to people day in, day out, and they cannot really comprehend. And because they cannot comprehend, that is why they're tired. And because they're tired, that would not stop us or deter us from our focus of investing in our people and making sure that the lives of our people get better than it was in 2019.
All right, so you're saying that the Osuwu mantra is coming from your political opponents?
Oh, certainly. The Osuwu mantra, I think, is just from a flux of numbers, really negligible and inconsequential, I would say.
All right. The governorship election in Kwara State is likened to a 5-horse race involving Yakub Gobe of YPP. We also have Hakim Lawal of SDP, Professor Shuaib Oba Abdurrahman of NNPP. We also have Shuaib Yama Abdullahi of PDP and the governor. How will you rate APC's chances, considering that they were the governor's former allies?
Okay, so just as I said earlier, all of these people who had come out to contest were all APC. They all came out from APC. So it's more like it's APC that is still out on the market. And knowing fully well that these people left, they just left. They did not move with our people. They did not move with the people that are solely concerned about the development of the state. It is just them making noise all by themselves. So with time, they've seen it. They've seen the reality. They can relate with the realities. And not just them, even their families, even those from their homes can actually relate with the realities of the achievements of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. When you know that when they have accepted that Malam Abdurrazak has done this well and is enabled to do it again, he has the capacity to do it again, they will eventually come back because they have no hold anywhere. They were just members of the party who left for their own selfish gains or selfish interests to go pursue something else. But if you're truly concerned about the needs and the development of Kwara, they wouldn't have left. But our doors are still wide open, and since they know and they've actually attested to the fact that His Excellency Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak is doing this business of governance the right way it should be done, in accountability, in sustainability of programs, they will definitely come back to their home. Our doors are wide open, and we're ready to receive them for as long as they're concerned about the development and the progress of Kwara.
Okay, talking about coming back, the APC chairman, that's Sunday Fagbemi, and campaign DG Yahaya Seriki said efforts were ongoing to bring back former party chieftains who are now governorship candidates of SDP, YPP, and NNPP. How far has your party gone with this?
Okay, so discussions are on, and as discussions are on, some are considering. We have some members of House of Assembly who have picked up tickets for some party who have actually decamped into the APC. They have come back into the APC, and we're all working together for the success of the 2023 general elections and also for the progress and development of Kwara. Now, that being said, it's a continuous work in progress. I can see even at their own hand, they are also consulting amongst themselves. They're trying to see if they could come up with one force, but that's not possible because their needs are different. Their expectations are different. But for as long as we know that they are concerned about the progress and the development of the state, the prosperity of the state, our doors are open to receive them, and we're ready to work with them towards the 2023 general election so that it will be successful, not just for them, but also for our people in Kwara State.
Right. How will you describe the relationship between APC leaders in the states, like the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, Senator Gbemisola Saraki, and others in the state? What is the relationship like?
Oh, for as long as they have not come out to say that they are not in relationship with the state, so we're fine. We're good with them. Yes, the minister, the Minister Lai Mohammed, the Minister for Communication, he was with us at the presidential rally on the 17th of January, and we did everything together at the rally. Senator Gbemisola Saraki wasn't present in person, physically present, but he was duly represented at the rally. Since they have not come out to say that they are not with us, we believe they are still with us, and we're working towards the success of the 2023 general elections.
All right, then. Now, what would you say are the landmark achievements of the APC government in Kwara State that still endear it to the electorate?
Okay, so we have several landmark achievements, and just permit me to mention a few as I go through sector to sector. So I will start up from the human capital development. In human capital development, I always say it is not, it's more like an intangible investment. Intangible investment because we cannot count the numbers of people that have actually benefited from this human capital development and the commitment and the investment of His Excellency and this present administration in human capital development. So talking about human capital development, we'll talk about the education sector. From the education sector, you would see that we have done a complete overhaul of the system. We have actually brought in a new system and a new program in place, which is Kwara Learn, such that this program is to enable our teachers to impact positively and to impact at a certain level that is expected and that can be compared or that can be in tandem with international best standards. This Kwara Learn is the training of teachers across board, day in, day out, to ensure that they are equipped to the right 21st century skills. Then we also have construction of classrooms and rehabilitation of classrooms. If you can remember or check your archives, back in 2018, when we were doing the Otoge campaign, you would see some places that His Excellency Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak visited, some classrooms he visited at that time. When you look at, it's like a wide shift from what it was in 2018, 2019. Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak has engaged in a complete makeover of the classrooms across all the wards in the state. That's the 193 wards. At least a classroom would either be rehabilitated or constructed. And now we have digital classrooms across all the 16 local governments in the state. A part of the landmark achievement we'll also have is the innovation hub that is almost completed, and we should be commissioning it very, very soon. This innovation hub is to bring about a workroom site for our bulging youth and our youths that have the right qualification, and also to build up the expertise of our youth in IT and having somewhere they can use as a workspace so that it can contribute maximally to the development of the state through IT. We also have some of our commitments in the nutrition sector. We have the ARIN program. When you look at the ARIN program, His Excellency has been committing counterpart funding to the ARIN program every year. And this has engaged systems whereby nutrition in the state has really gone up, and you can see that our ratings are better than what it was in 2018. We move from there, we go into the Ministry of Works. When you look at the Ministry of Works, we've accessed the RAM fund, and it's being utilized for the people of the state. We've also engaged in construction of roads across the 16 local government, opening of new roads. When we talk about the roads, you talk about Obosi Ayegunle Road. The Obosi Ayegunle Road is completed. And we will also talk about the Yebumot Road. We also have the flyover that is near completion, amongst several other roads that have been constructed during the 3.5 years of Malam Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. When we move from there, we move to the water sector. His Excellency has engaged in providing potable water for people in Kwara. When we came on board, no waterworks was working in the state. Right now, virtually all our waterworks have been completed. We have waterworks that have been renovated across all the 3 senatorial districts. And this waterworks is providing potable water to our people. Then we talk about the financial inclusion program of His Excellency. Under the canopy of the Kwara State Social Investment Program. The Social Investment Program has an aspect that is called Owarubo. We have that of Owoshowo. We have the Kwarapreneur. We have the Youthpreneur. We have the Public Work Fair. These are programs that are putting money directly in the pockets of the citizens, that are helping them to build their capacity into providing support for their family. Because and we also have that which is a conditional fund transfer, because this way people, some of them would work and from there they get paid. People that are normally on the streets, scavenging for food, scavenging for money, begging, these people have been engaged properly to actually serve the state and be rewarded and be paid wages from what they do. This financial inclusion is an excellent program under the QASIP, and this program has been getting credit from people. So that is why our poverty rate has dropped to a certain percentage from what it was before. So we have gotten better, we've gone up in our poverty rate. So we are better from where we were in 2019. So from QASIP, we go into laudable projects that is being done in Kwara State. We talk about the International Conference Center. We talk about the Visual Arts Center. We talk about the Industrial Park. We talk about the Processing Zone. We talk about the Film Factory. We also talk about the Garment Factory. All of these laudable projects are what His Excellency has embarked upon since it came into power in 2019. And this project will not only increase revenue for the state or increase the IGR for the state, but will also provide job opportunities for people in the state. Aside that, we also talk about we move from there, we talk about some of the programs that we have signed up for in the state. We talk about the CARES program. His Excellency, even before we got the advance payment from the federal government / World Bank, His Excellency had actually committed a lot of funds into the program to ensure that people access their social infrastructure that can be owned by themselves. So we have that of the Kwara Community Social Development Agency. Then we now go into our agri. Right now, we have an agricultural master plan that gives on what we need to achieve and at what time, and what are the impacts, what are the benefits for the people. And we've started deriving from the step-by-step implementation of the agricultural master plan. So when you look at this agricultural master plan, we link it to some of the interventions that we're getting from the federal government. Moving from there, we talk about our hospital, the healthcare service. We have a world-class ICU in Kwara State now. We have an oxygen plant. We have a lot. We have all our primary healthcare development, our primary health centers being renovated. We have a working system with our hospital management bureau, such that people can get drugs, and they can get drugs and other implements at a very easy rate and an affordable rate, just to make sure that we are serving the people. Many more are things that His Excellency has done across the state, and this is not just limited to just one local government or two local governments. These are things that are widely spread across all the 16 local governments, and the people are seeing this. They are feeling the impact. They are happy with it, and they're saying to us that we should just continue with the good work so that we can consolidate and ensure that we actually take Kwara far away from where we met it.
All right.